Alright, and welcome to this presentation on flight planning using the G1000. So starting off here, I inputted my flight plan, and I don't have the technological ability to do this in video form. I'll kind of walk through what I did here. This is a flight that I take regularly. It's kind of my go-to for building hours. It's a little over 3 hours round trip. So this is from my home airport here in Tacoma, and I have routed here the VOR over Olympia, and then these are all the waypoints over the Victor 165 airway, and that connects to Daffy, which will lead into the approach that we'll talk about in a second. So this is all of the waypoints laid out here. I plugged in the same altitude. I'm going to do 7,000 feet all the way down there, and we'll talk about the approach in a second, but you can see here it automatically input the altitudes that are going to be required for that, which I thought was really cool. It's also got the distance to each and the track that you're going to be taking, so if you're not using autopilot, you know what heading you're taking, and you can plan for fuel and keep track of fuel with the distances here. Now we're getting into the approach. You can see Daffy here is what connects off of the airway, and then that goes over to Ducka is the initial approach fix, and it's got everything laid out here. Ducka into the hold at Ducka for the procedure turn, Kuv, Dala, Jikim, and then down to runway 13 right. And then down below here, it's even got the missed approach procedure. Taking off here, this was the exciting part. I've never done a real flight in a G1000. I've played around with it a little bit. This is the first one I've taken start to finish, and landed at the other airport, which is exciting. So you can see here I've got the autopilot on, and it's following the flight director. It's going a little fast now. This is before I had dialed in the vertical speed that I wanted, but eventually I got it to the VY that I was looking for. But I've got it set using the nose up and nose down, so I played with that until I got the VY that I wanted. And I think my favorite part about this is after we got into the en route section, after I reached the top of climb, it turned off that nose up setting and went automatically to the 7,000 feet that I had set. Talking about the autopilot here, I got a picture while it was turning. This is over the OLM VOR, and it automatically started the turn onto the airway. Wish I had one of these in real life. There's still plenty to keep track of. You're still responsible for the mixture and the throttle and everything like that, which was interesting to learn about. Just setting all of that and being able to work with the autopilot, so it's doing some of the work and then I'm setting everything the way that I want it to. And this is just another picture of the en route phase. Took the turn. That's it after the OLM. And it's going straight down the airway. And I brought up here the waypoints just to show that we're on track. A little bit more en route. This ATASI is the turn in the airway. Nothing really special. I just wanted to show that there was a turn. Autopilot handled it just fine. And then we get into the descent. You can see over here how the picture has it pointed down a little bit. Airspeed got a little bit faster. This is kind of as I was playing with the throttle and dialing that to what I wanted to. You can see it's at 2270, is a little faster than I usually do for a descent, but we're not anywhere near the maximum structural speed, so just fine on the descent there. I just wanted to make sure we were at our appropriate altitude by the time we got to Daffy. And this is the picture I got here just after passing Ducka for the first time, entering the hold in the approach mode here, and it goes straight into the hold. I didn't have to worry about what kind of entrance I was going to make into that. It just rolled right into it, showed me what I was supposed to do. That was really convenient. And then here we are, completed the procedure turn. We are now on track on our approach course, and that's about it. Yeah, set my RPM. We're on the descent here, going again. This is just after, so I'm still dialing in my RPMs again. And then on final, you can see that the picture isn't quite lining up with the approach course on the GPS. I had to play around with my yoke down here while I was trying to take a screenshot, so it's not exact, but that just goes to show that, you know, you flying the plane isn't going to be exact. We can always work on something. You're not going to be as steady as the autopilot, but I did want to be on track here for the final approach and have that in my hands. And as you can see, made a safe landing here at Hillsborough, just by Portland. Took about an hour and a half, and that's a pretty normal flight. I had no special weather turned on for this, just so I could concentrate on running the autopilot. But overall, a very intuitive system, really well laid out, and operates a lot more similarly to the G530 that I'm used to working in my actual planes. So I had some experience doing that. It just didn't have autopilot. So I hope this helps.